Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media, and tonight's video I want to review The Disaster Artist in 4K Dolby Vision. Now, I was super pumped to get this in and give this a watch, so I'm going to go over the picture quality, the audio quality, but it's worth the pickup. Let's get to it. So I just gave The Disaster Artist a watch last night, and I was super pumped to watch this. I really wanted to see it in theaters and missed it. I'm a huge fan of James Franco, huge fan of Seth Rogen, and wanted to see what this movie was all about. Now, for those who don't know, this movie is about the making of The Room. The Room was a movie released in 2003, which is pretty much dubbed the Citizen Kane of bad movies, the worst movie of all times, but it has grown to gain a really big cult audience. I mean, there is midnight screenings all around the United States where people throw spoons to the screen, toss footballs around. But anyway, that's not really what I'm here for, and that's not what the movie is about necessarily. And what this movie about is at heart is really about the dreamers. It's about when everybody tells you not to do something, don't make that movie, don't go out there, don't start this, don't put yourself out there like that, to go ahead and do it. Whether it's in a positive light or a negative light, whether your movie is going to be a great success or a huge failure. Tommy Wiseau never went into this movie making it thinking that it was going to be the worst movie of all time and a cult phenomenon because of its comedic aspects. He was making this for a very serious idea and serious plot. But you never know what's going to come out of it. And this movie really hits on friendship between Greg and Tommy and just dreamers and how the dreamers are out there and you got to go out there and get what you want. Whether it be successful or not, at least try. At least try. Now, James Franco does an amazing job as Tommy Wiseau in this. He completely loses himself in the role. I think Dave Franco does a good job as Greg Sestero as well. And Seth Rogen brings a little bit of a comedic element to it as the cameraman. And I will say this isn't that funny of a movie. It has comedic elements, but it also has sad elements. I actually caught myself towards the end getting pretty upset at some points, but I found the movie very motivating, very inspiring, and I think everybody should go out there and see it. Highly recommend it. Now let's get to the picture quality. So this was shot in 6K on a Red Epic weapon, and that really surprised me. And this is a 4K digital intermediate. So this has a stunning image. I was actually really surprised when I looked this up. Now don't get me wrong, this is not a movie that necessarily needs the 4K treatment, and I feel that's maybe why it didn't hit 4K disc and just the digital, but the detail is there and it is very apparent over the HD version when watched, whether it be on Tommy's clothing, whether it be the hair on Tommy's head, whether it be stubble on Greg's face, anything like that. Now the Dolby Vision here also stands strong, but again, this isn't the brightest movie, so the Dolby Vision is used in darker scenes when it's needed to. The green on the green screen pops off the screen a bit more, but again, it's not exaggerated, it's not overused, but it pops out the colors when necessary, and when there is a prominent color on screen, you will notice it a bit more. Now let's get to the audio quality. So I watched this on Apple TV, so it can't have an Atmos mix. Dolby Atmos isn't supported on Apple TV, but it does have an Atmos mix from the theater. Once it hits on Blu-ray, I'll report back in the comments on what audio mix it has, but I'm hoping it comes with an Atmos mix. Sadly, this 4K did not, but the audio still did not disappoint. Anyway, guys, do I think this is worth the pickup? So this is a $14.99 digital purchase, and this is only available via digital. So you could buy the Blu-ray and it's an 8/24 release, so the code will redeem on Vudu, and Vudu doesn't currently have this in 4K Dolby Vision. So your only option is to buy this on Apple TV, and for the asking price of $14.99, I really don't think that's a bad deal at all. It's cheaper than the Blu-ray. You're getting the 4K Dolby Vision copy, and then you're getting the copy for your iPad, for anywhere else you want. I mean, don't get me wrong, I prefer physical all the time. I always want to pick up physical, but on these releases where it's digital 4K Dolby Vision exclusives and it's a 4K DI and it looks this great, I'm not going to miss it out, especially for the $14.99 asking price. Anyway, guys, let me know down below if you plan on picking this up. Let me know if you saw this down below, and have a good one.